Sai Ram. It was in the year 1950 that the last ever ruler of the Venkatagiri kingdom in India, Shri Velugoti Sarvagnya Kumar Krishna Yachendra, or Rajagaru as our dear Swami Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba used to address him, made his first ever visit to Puttaparthi. In fact, he was actually travelling to the neighbouring town of Bukkapatnam, where he was the chief guest in the inauguration of the Sathya Sai school there. You know, this is the same school where our Swami studied, and in fact we can even to this day see his name in the attendance register. They have preserved it and kept it. Swami was renovating and rebuilding at a princely sum back in those days, rupees 15,000, and it was being inaugurated, and the chief guest was Rajagaru. I will also call him Rajagaru the same way as Swami used to address him. Rajagaru means respected king. So when Rajagaru came to Bukkapatnam and then went to Puttaparthi, in his heart he felt something magical and divine about this little boy. Back in that time, Swami was just 25 years of age. Now Rajagaru was an ardent devotee of Lord Sri Rama, and he used to worship him daily. He somehow felt divine love that he felt towards Lord Sri Rama, towards Sai Rama. He did not know why, but he felt it. And when the heart loves something, the heart loves something. And so he invited Swami to visit the Venkatagiri kingdom. And much to his delight, Swami agreed, and the Raja was so excited, and he went back to the kingdom in order to make preparations for the visit of this Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Little did he know that this visit would be an epochal one, and it would be a visit that would prove to him beyond doubt that Sai Rama and Lord Sri Rama are one and the same. It was royal tradition in those days that when a very special or esteemed guest is visiting your kingdom, somebody from the royal court, or preferably the royal family itself, will go and accompany the guest to the kingdom, invite the guest to the kingdom. So Rajagaru decided that his son would go and bring Swami to Venkatagiri. His elder son was unavailable at that time, and therefore he requested his younger son, Shri Velugoti Gopal Krishna Yachendra, to go and bring Swami. Now this prince was having only one great interest in life at that point in time, that is cricket. And he was not interested in these saints and sages and godmen and even God for that matter. So he said, no father, please excuse me, I don't want to go. And Rajagaru did not force him. He made other arrangements. He had some other family members prepared who would go and bring Swami to Venkatagiri. That night, Swami comes in the dream of this prince, Shri Gopal, and in his dream, Swami gives him 2 mangoes to eat. Now, other than cricket, the next thing most dear to the prince were mangoes. And he eats those mangoes, they are so tasty. He wakes up in the middle of the night, it's around 12:30. And he has that burning desire, I must go to Puttaparthi, and I must see Sathya Sai Baba, and I must bring him here. So he goes and wakes up his father in the middle of the night. Rajagaru is surprised, but he is very happy. He doesn't mind being disturbed for this reason. And he tells his son, yes, definitely you can go. You please go and invite and get Swami. And that is how the next day, in the first week of September 1950, Shri Gopal, along with an entourage of cars, heads to Puttaparthi. The cars are parked on the other bank of the river Chitravati, and they wade across the shallow waters of the broad riverbed, and to their great delight, who else but Swami himself is waiting on the other side to welcome them. These were the days when Swami was staying still in the Pata Mandiram. Prashantinilayam Mandir, as we know today, was completed only in the November of 1950 when Swami inaugurated it during his Silver Jubilee birthday celebrations. Swami welcomes and tells Shri Gopal, those 2 mangoes were irresistible, were they? You couldn't resist and you wanted to come and see me. And the prince was bowled over. Just as his father had pledged his heart to Swami, that moment he pledged his heart to Swami. How else could he explain this? Only his father knew about the dream that he had. Nobody else he had shared this with. And this is the first thing Swami tells. And Swami is describing it with a familiarity as if he himself has seen it. He knew that this is divinity. This is someone very, very special. So he invited Swami, and Swami said, no, for some days you enjoy the hospitality here. I will let you know when we are traveling. Rajagaru had instructed his son that the moment they start from Puttaparthi, he should send a telegram so that they can make all preparations and be ready to welcome Swami in Venkatagiri. In fact, he had told his son that even somewhere along the journey, once or twice, keep sending telegrams so that we will be updated of your progress. Back in those days, the telegraph or the telegram was the fastest means of communication available for humankind. A couple of days later, Swami tells Sri Gopal, let's leave today morning, we are going to Venkatagiri. Oh, now he has to hurry and send the telegram. But there is no telegraph office in Puttaparthi. The nearest telegraph office is in the neighboring town of Bukkapatnam. Swami tells him, no, you need not go and send, there is no time for it, let us just leave. And that's how they just leave. The prince is just hoping that some way or the other the father is prepared and ready. They should not be caught unawares. He thinks that maybe midway in the journey when we stop for lunch or something, I'll send. But there also Swami keeps him occupied. How? Swami asks for empty vessels to be brought, because that's what it is. And he covers all of them with plates, taps on them, and in all of the vessels there are lovely, wonderful, tasty, aromatic dishes that all of them consume. He witnesses this miracle. He is thrilled, he is joyous. At the same time, he is worried because nobody in Venkatagiri knows that Swami is coming. But to his great delight, amazement and relief, in fact, when they arrive at Venkatagiri, everything is in perfect order. There is a grand royal regal procession awaiting to welcome Swami. There is a band, there are caparisoned elephants, the soldiers, all have come, the pageantry, everything is there. Wow, he is so happy and he is, wow, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And Swami is welcomed like an emperor into the Venkatagiri kingdom. And once Swami goes into his quarters, Sri Gopal goes to his father and says, Father, it was so good that you arranged all this. How did you know that we are coming at this time? From the telegram that you sent. I sent? No, not you actually. Swami himself sent. And he shows the telegram. It is in Swami's handwriting and it says that I am coming at 5:30. We are setting out in the morning today. Oh, who kept the telegram here? That is when an investigation is launched and the Raja gets to know that none of the palace servants or attendants know of this telegram. Nobody knows who placed it here. They trace it back to the post office in Venkatagiri and there also the postmaster denies having received any such telegram like this. They realize that this is another Leela of the Lord. And this happened on the 5th of September 1950 when Swami travelled first time to the Venkatagiri kingdom. But when I say he travelled for the first time to the Venkatagiri kingdom, that is only in this form with this beautiful curly hair, with those lovely lotus eyes, with that lovely moon face, Chandramukha. But Swami has always been there at Venkatagiri as Ramachandra. That was the discovery of the Rajagaru. On the 7th of September, a special public bhajan was held at Venkatagiri. Everyone participated. Before this bhajan started, the Raja retired to his private worship chambers because it was his practice to daily perform worship of Lord Sri Rama. And he was performing his puja there. Swami was sitting outside in the public bhajan. In the middle of the bhajan, suddenly Swami got up from his chair and began walking. Now Swami knew his way around the Venkatagiri palace like the back of his hand. In fact, Sri Gopal, with whom Swami travelled from Puttaparthi to Venkatagiri, he reveals how during the journey, Swami kept describing different parts of the Venkatagiri palace. Some parts which he himself did not know, Swami would describe in great detail as if he's been living there all his life. That was another episode of him learning about Swami's omnipresence and omniscience. So Swami he walked into the prayer hall of the Raja and he opened the door and walked in. That was precisely the moment when the Raja had completed his prayers and he was rising up to come for the bhajans. Even as the devotee was thinking of coming to the Lord had already gone to the devotee. I say this because when the Raja opened his eyes, he beheld not Swami there, but his Lord Sri Ramachandra, the Ajanubahu, the tall Lord, holding the Kodanda Pani, holding the Kodanda bow in his hand with the arrow quiver on his back, smiling, the moon face radiant with lotus eyes. Lord Sri Ramachandra, the king falls on his knees and he is unable to bear the joy that is coursing within him, that is oozing out of him, that is bursting forth from him. He just collapses in that joy and Swami rushes forward and holds him. He raises him and he calms down the Raja. The Raja is quivering and quaking, he is shivering and shaking in that bliss of that darshan of Lord Sri Rama. He realizes that Sai Rama, that short little Sai Rama is no different from the tall Ajanubahu Lord Sri Rama. Jai Sai Ram, Jai Sri Ram, he is chanting in his heart. Swami gently holds him and gets him out. And even as he is convinced that this is Sri Rama, Swami does another miracle. Barely 15 minutes after him having got this vision, now Swami collapses. Swami has gone into a trance and the Raja and the others have held Swami. Later, they get to know from Srimati Revati Amma. Srimati Revati Amma was the sister of Sri B.V. Raman and Sri B.V. Lakshmanan, who were singers, Carnatic singers from Madras, and they would often visit the Venkatagiri kingdom. They would sing, in fact they would sing along with Swami, B.V. Raman and B.V. Lakshmanan. They would sing many Tyagaraja Kritis along with Swami. Again, this was something that would delight the Rajagaru because he is a devotee of Lord Sri Rama, and listening to Tyagaraja Kritis being sung by Rama, what joy it was. This was the way the Lord was sharing and pouring his love on the devotee. Tyagaraja, who had sung centuries before, Tyagaraja was there in the 18th century, 1760s, when he was born, and he composed songs on Lord Sri Rama, and here was Rama singing back for Tyagaraja his own compositions. So that is what those two twins, as I said, B.V. Raman and B.V. Lakshmanan, their sister Revati Amma, Srimati Revati Amma, she had messaged from Puttaparthi saying, coinciding with that time when Swami had gone in a trance, Swami had emerged from a photograph in Pata Mandiram in Puttaparthi. He had granted darshan to the devotees there who were missing him because he had gone to Venkatagiri. That is our Lord. And this happened on the 7th of September 1950. On the 10th of September 1950, Swami was in the Pellakur Gardens, the gardens that was adjoining the royal palace at Venkatagiri, and the gardens through which the Swarnamukhi river also flows nearby. From the sands that is on the banks of the Swarnamukhi river, Swami materialized a beautiful Sphatika and sandalwood idol of Lord Sri Rama and gifted it to this devotee of Lord Rama, that is Rajagaru, Shri Velugoti Sarvagnya Kumar Krishna Yachendra Garu. There are many more stories of the Venkatagiri kingdom, and it is my fond hope that Swami blesses me and gives me the opportunity to go through all these stories, to go through his story and share that joy with everybody. In the meanwhile, let us remember that our Sai, our Swami, is not just Sarva Devata Swarupa, meaning the embodiment of all forms of God. He is Sarva Devata Tita Swarupa. He is all the forms of the Lord and beyond them as well. It has been our great good fortune that we have Lord Sai Rama in our midst. Let us celebrate, because once Rama is here, can Rama Rajya be far away? Can the golden age be far away? The moment we discover Lord Sai Rama in our hearts, the Rama Rajya will begin for each and every one of us. Dear brothers and sisters, the Rama Rajya is not one particular period of time that will begin with a bang for the whole world. It is possibly a personalized time when each one of us, the moment we recognize that divinity in our heart, the Rama, the Sai Rama, the Sri Rama in our heart, the golden age will begin for each and every one of us. Let us usher in the golden age by recognizing the presence of Sai Rama in our hearts. Dear Swami, may the love that we have for you in our hearts keep growing stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.